Maybe they had tables in there where they would go in. These big stones that have like melted away or something that the gods made for them. Okay, so this is the West Road. So let's walk up here. So, oh look, so this must have been like the aqueduct covered in stones where the water would flow through. And you can see how it still survives to this day. And maybe that's another one. Pretty interesting. That's what they say about it. It's called the, oh yeah, look. It's called the Great Drain. Okay, let's see. Oh, they have even a little blurb about it. Yeah, the Great Drain, early 5th century BC. And it went along there. That's how they made it. And here's what they say about it. Okay, yeah, the Great Drain was the sewage, and it would just collect water from all the towns, all the hills around here. Here's another altar of Zeus. Sure had a lot of altars, man, back in those days. They worshiped these gods like gods. And oh look, they even planted trees and little bushes. Okay, here's the eponymous heroes. So that must be where they had the altars to the heroes. This is like another road. Western Road. Alright, let's go up this way and see what that one says. Okay, I came from over there. This is an altar. So these are the civic offices. This area here. This is like the central area where those pillars were. So it's the one in red. And here's what they say about it. So what are these? These stone blocks were cut out of just like rock, I guess, and then just melted away after a time. And you'll notice a lot faster than this granite here. And there's a tablet that had stuff written that is melted away. Here's maybe how they would put stuff in. Oh wow, it's got a hole way down in there, like more than 2 meters, 2 or 3 meters. Little stoa. So maybe that's how they would stack the pillars. And there's something written here I can see, but it has since come off. That's granite. So they didn't etch it deep enough. So I guess I'll go, well, I came from there. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so here's that drainage, sewage. Comes down here. And here's one collecting from one hill, and I guess here's another one, how it's split off. It looks or something, but then you can still see some of the stones that are still on top of it, which is pretty interesting. And then different levels of stone around this building. Right? And some little rooms. Maybe those were like outhouses or something. And so this is the Agora Street. And I'll look at that one. But not before I come up and look at the Southwest Fountain House. So let's see what they have to say about this. Here, I'll just keep on filming it while I walk up here. The Southwest Fountain House, as you can see. Southwest Fountain House. Oh, look, see, that's how the women would do their laundry. Interesting. That's what it looked like. Here's where it is. And here's what they have to say about it. Okay, so there's the fountain house when the water came down. And we had a water clock in here. Isn't that interesting? I wonder how that worked. It was right next to the Halalia. You can see like how water would pass through in there and even there. So let's see what the water clock is all about. That's what it looked like. That's what it looks like down below. That's where it was. And here's where it says. It's the blurb about it. Here's a looking of what it looked like in the past. Right, you have the Acropolis up there. And then look, that's what the buildings look like. All the buildings look like that. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah. That's the only one that's really totally standing. Okay, this building I was looking at before is the Church of Holy Apostles. It must not have been circa 1000 AD. My God, it's 1,000 years old and it's still in perfect condition. That's pretty wacky. Yeah, okay. There's a couple more angels. So let's see what this is. That's what it looked like. That's where it is in the Roman Agora. And it's called the Tower of the Winds, or the Hieroglyphion of Callistius. Okay, so here we are. We got a lot of dogs here too. So I think this is like an astronomical thing. Some kind of astronomical measuring unit, because it was made by the astronomer. So, and look, I think it's an ancient bench. So I'm going to see if I can sit down on this. Maybe that's what the guy was told not to do, but it's really comfortable though. They cut it really nicely. It's like got the curvature on it. Okay, let's see what this is. Public latrines. Public latrines. They're there. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, yeah, so this was like running water. And you would pee and poop in it. And the running water that continuously flowed through would take care of the waste. And so here's where the running water flowed through, and here's like an example of a hole. So you poopy in there. Hole not very big to poop in, I guess. A lot smaller than toilets of today. And then pee in it. So, and here's some more. So, there's a big square. You would just go around, and they're so close to each other, I guess you people would just do it next to each other. Pretty, and like, what's that for? Is that just for I guess, rainwater? Was it outside in the open? I guess, yeah, they said it was ventilated, so maybe that was just for the rainwater to go through. So, some big stones. So this must have been like a road. I wonder if that's an historic building. Look at that. It's got grass and stuff growing out of it. Alright, let's see if I can leave this way. Oh, here, I'm going to film this one really quick. Instead of stopping it and starting it again, I'll just walk over here real quick. So this is the... Oops, hey kitty. How's it going? Here's the address. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I just left. I'm going to go over to the next one. Look at this guy. Here's the place I rode my bike up when I first got here.